In June last year, Mr. Walker took at least one shot from his vehicle at the police, led them on a chase, and exited from his vehicle in a ski mask, ignoring multiple commands by officers to show his hands and to stop. As you will hear in more detail from the prosecutors who presented the evidence to the grand jury, a foot pursuit ensued, which officers, still having every reason to believe that Mr. Walker was armed, attempted to use non-lethal tasers to subdue him. Mr. Walker then reached for his waistband in what several officers described as a cross-draw motion, planted his foot, and turned toward the officers while raising his hand. Only then did the officers fire, believing Mr. Walker was firing again at them. Although the officers did not know it at the time, Mr. Walker had left his recently purchased gun in his car. However, there is no doubt that he did, in fact, shoot at police officers. Shell casing from that shot was recovered on the entrance ramp to State Route 8, and ballistics traced that back and matched it to the weapon in Mr. Walker's vehicle. The law allows officers to use deadly force to defend themselves or others against a deadly threat. Now, the Summit County grand jury, people who live there in the community, spent more than a week reviewing the BCI investigation. The grand jury concluded that the officers were legally justified in their use of force. The grand jury just a little while ago issued what is called a no bill, meaning that there will be no state criminal action, no charges at the state level. That does not resolve any potential civil action that might be brought for wrongful death. Now, legal justification does not change the terrible permanent
Jordan, are you good to push?
Jayland Walker's death. I grieve the loss of this promising young life, although I recognize that no words of mine can offer much comfort to his family. I do hope they will find some comfort in this. Ohio is unified today in mourning the loss of their son and family member. The body camera footage in this case is especially grievous to watch. Most officer-involved shootings involve an officer or perhaps an officer and a partner. It is unusual, although hardly unprecedented, to have this many officers firing their weapon at the same time at a single subject. The sheer number of shots is one of the things that makes the video so hard to watch. Multiple officers, each making an independent judgment about a threat and acting independently to neutralize that threat, creates a dynamic that amplifies the use of force exponentially. That being said, it is critical to remember that Mr. Walker had fired on the police and that he shot first.